We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Aikman forced out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Aikman. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 20, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run it here with Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Aikman. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. To throw is Aikman. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. On third down, Smith. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Aikman will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is first and goal from about the 8. Smith trying to run for it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Switch up, switch up. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Smash, smash.
Out of the gun, it's Aikman. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Stafford. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stafford on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Good job, good job.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Aikman. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 20. Now Aikman. Being chased out left. He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety.
And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Aikman operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
65 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running right, here's Sanders. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Aikman looking to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in his first half of play. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Stafford here. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action, Stafford. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action now. Aikman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Aikman and company indeed going for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll go again with Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Stafford.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford toward the sideline. It's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, here's Aikman. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10 now. It's Aikman. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Aikman. Completes it right side to Cooper. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Aikman going to throw again. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to pass, Aikman on first down. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Aikman. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he'll
return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And, look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Sanders, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.